Hello everyone, petar.jacimovic here from bikeanalysis.com. I want to post quick update on my position I established at this stage on the Australian New Zealand dollar. This currency pair gave me a very good percentage last week. It was my best winners happened on this currency pair. I took 2 times 1 to 3, 1 to 4 ratio on this currency pair, and this is a more intra to short-term, very short-term oriented position. I'm trying to ride a potential third wave, which I'm expecting, and this is also potential major, and basically the major third wave already started, and this is basically the 5-wave count here. This is a 5-wave count here, and this is a complex correction, and we got that massive climatic action in terms of the volume, a widespread of the bar. So very panic news reaction, and I alerted you about this after the news, after the cash rate decision in the New Zealand. Once I saw this drop, I knew like 90% that this will be potential completing of a corrective phase, which by the way, I also expected, and I got this selling position from this point here. And basically after this climatic action, price recovered as expected. It created a 5-wave structure, as you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I waited to see the potential. I awaited the basically corrective phase, and then once I saw that this may be a very good area where the buyers may come to the market and start again this another impulsive wave, then I started to establish a new position here with target at this point here. So in terms of the ratio, if we observe all hold this 5-wave structure like first wave, then the second wave got ratio price exactly stopped basically near the 50% retracement, Fibonacci retracement, comparing to first wave. So it's a 50% retracement, very good Fibonacci level there. The ABC, basically, if you observe ABC, C versus A, it's slightly above 100%, so 127% C versus A in this ABC corrective phase. And we got very good ratios there. Also, we got the price went higher on the opening. It was a little gap there on the opening, and it's basically confirming that buyers really want to start push this higher, starting from early Asia session, and then probably I'm expecting again that this continue also in the London session and US session and so on. So my stop loss is basically below this potential C point I marked. I labeled it here. So definitely price near the 1.0613. Basically you can put stop loss there. I put a little bit lower, but again, if the price breaks this C point, this will not be I don't want to be in this position, because this will confirm potential 5-wave structure, which is completely then the discount of ABC will be invalid like this, because if we got price lower than this potential C point, this may be, and we can count like this 5-wave structure. So that's why the stop loss is it's pretty enough to put below this low, and that will mark and that will be invalid count, and then if we speak about the target, so basically this is a 35 pip stop loss in this area right now, and 35, and I'm going for like 120 at least, so 120 pips. Again, it's near the 1-3 ratio, a little above 1-3 ratio minimum, where the third wave is basically 100%, which is basically minimum for third wave, very minimum. Usually it's 161.8, which is a higher price, and but again, due to the news, we got news in about 1 day for Australia, big high impact news. So I will be very happy if the price go to this 1-3 ratio. The risk is 1% in this setup. Basically, I'm going for 3% in return. This is what my minimum basically in every setup. So that is the area 1.0700, let's say 75, 76 area. It's a very, very minimum. But of course, if the news also boosts this, which is also expected because we are in potential third wave, and this is going to be true, then the news basically can boost this. If the news is good for Australian dollar, it can also boost a very, very strong this currency pair higher. So if again my target, I'm targeting area 1.0 775, 78 area, about 161.8. Third wave can also go here. That's area of 1.0. This area 1.0 875. So area around that point, 875. Okay, so again, the risk is very, very tight here. This can be basically starting of the end of the second wave in this smaller degree. You see, this can be a first, this can be a AVC, and then end of the second wave on smaller degree. And we can also start a 5-wave structure and so on and so on. You know, that can be our first wave, then the second, you know. But this is again minimum. So that's the update I wanted to alert you that I established a buying position here with stop loss below this C point. So stop loss below this level, and if the price go there again 1%, I will lose 1% from account. If the price go to my target, I will go for 3% or a little bit higher, 3.3%. The account will be invalid if the price breaks C point because again of the potential 5-wave structure in that scenario. Also, one important thing here is what I want to mention here is this. If this is a 5-wave structure potential, then we already got overlapping. This potential fourth wave will overlap basically this first wave. So this is also less likely that we see this scenario. Also interesting here is that price basically stopped near this fourth level, which is also normal potential end of the ABC. With the price slightly broke below this one, but then it backed here today, and we got demand there. Again, in volume perspective, we got climatic action in the background, successful test of this climax, which is very important. This is a very successful test of this climatic action in this climatic bar. Basically, when you see this the big news impact here, and this is caused by news, you know, in my opinion, this is desperate trying for sellers on this currency pair, and basically it's desperate trying to create a strength to New Zealand, but the really investors are not interested in this one. This was just news effect in my opinion, and that this basically confirmed this test, which is basically this second wave is testing of basically this of supply or strength. Okay, this is a testing of supply in successful test, very good reaction after in the 5-wave structure. This is very, very likely that we go and continue higher from this point at least to this area which I mark here. Okay, but again, this is a Forex, everything is possible. I'm just observing right now price action, Elliott wave count, and the volume analysis together, and try to find the most likely scenario in this case on this particular currency pair. If you like my analysis, again, feel free to subscribe my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Twitter, and my journal on the Forex Factory forum. The Art of Trading by Petar Serbia is my name of the thread there. And if you want to learn my method, and which is my advice if you want to start seriously in this business, if you want to start professionally, my advice to finish my mentorship program. It's a 7-day course where I will teach you absolutely everything I'm doing in my trading every day, and I will teach you the Elliott wave analysis together with Fibonacci ratios, Fibonacci clusters, and the volume analysis combining with Elliott wave, which is very, very powerful. So volume Wyckoff analysis, volume spread analysis together with this one, pure price action, and this is one very, very strong strategy where you have absolutely defined what is when your analysis is wrong. You absolutely have opportunity to catch a very good risk reward ratios, and you absolutely understand the price action and what's going on, you know. So again, if you're interested in that, you can contact me on the Skype, and you can contact me there, and we can speak about potential cooperation. If you're an investor and you want to invest money, I'm managing accounts, and I can manage accounts basically for you, and together we can build good success. Or for this video, I hope you enjoyed. I wish you good trading, and talk to you soon.